Are we live? Is it working? We are trying to troubleshoot this. If you guys can see us, give us a second here. We had some issues. It said go, not live, which is weird.
Just saw her Discord pinging as well. Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, there's another one up there. It just duplicated. That's not good.
Oh, yeah, there's the other one.
It says we're live. Hold on.
Here we are. That one's working.
Uh-oh.
We got one watching now.
It's a different link.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can go in there.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. We had another link.
Here we are. Look, I'm not sure what happened. Something happened, though. Let me go to this and see if I can get people over here.
Give us 1 second, guys, as we go. Yeah, it's exactly, Jimmy. We were working that out. The other YouTube Live shut us down, so we had to stop it because it wasn't transferring over properly.
All right, here comes some people.
Yeah, we got some people in here. Got a whopping 8. A whopping 8. Give us 1 second as we figure it out, guys.
Oh, boy.
So we had some issues, guys. Thanks for joining us and coming over here. We got some people trickling in. Got a whopping 10 now.
We have 52 in there.
Yeah, keep in there. Let me see if I can go in there as well.
I mean, I can send another text message.
No, don't do that.
Might be the best option, then.
Put okay, yeah, Discord. Do that. Send a quick. Put in Discord. Send a quick text out.
Here comes some people. Sorry about that, guys. Something was wrong with our connection on that other live, and it just would not allow us to go live on that previous one. Sorry about that. Give us a few minutes, and we will get started. Appreciate everybody hopping over to this one. Still 30 people in that other one. Let's send another text.
One moment here, guys. But today we are we have a live Q&A, so we're going to keep it fairly open, go through your guys' questions. Excited to be back here on another Wednesday. Sorry for the technical difficulty. We started in the other link, and it shut us out of the live for whatever reason, so we had to start a new one. Unfortunately, it never happened.
That has never happened to us.
No.
No, it hasn't. Hold on.
Adam P. Pate, what's going on? Curtis, Kenneth. Kenneth says he can't hear. Can you guys hear all right? Everyone else can hear.
Let's send a wrong link text message out real fast. Give me a second.
Just me. How do you know it's just you if you can hear me? How'd you hear that question?
Interesting.
Troy, welcome in. What's going on, Nick? If you guys are just trickling in, guys, thanks for coming over to the new link. We had some technical difficulty, and we're going to get started here in a moment, sending out another group of text to make sure we get people in here.
Sorry. Previous text. Hey,
Joey Dean, welcome in, man. Kevin. Wander. Oscar. Sweet. People are trickling in, Ron.
Let's see if we can get another.
North Carolina in the house. Excited to be here. Sweet. Grant, you're new here. Awesome. Welcome in, man.
All right. You guys are about to get another text.
Second text going out.
Sorry about that, guys. That has never happened before. Something just happened with the connection. It would not allow us to start that. On
what? You saying something?
I said,
Oh.
Yeah, Q&A today. Get your questions in the chat. We will provide as much value for you guys for the next about 20, 25 minutes. Sorry again for the, not really confusion. You guys did what you were supposed to do. Was something just happened on our end. And Daniel and I were talking before anyone joined because we were in the wrong one. Or it didn't start.
We thought we were live for 5 minutes.
Exactly. A lot of people have been coming over. We wanted to do a Q&A because a lot of people have been coming to land flipping or really getting interested in land flipping. from house wholesaling, house flipping, so many different other avenues of real estate. So we wanted to answer questions for you guys today. And one thing we always get, Dan, is, and not like to toot our own horn or anything, or I don't know if that's the phrase, but it's like we're very transparent about this business. We're not going to sugarcoat this business when we are talking about it. So if we have people who are trying to quit their 9-to-5 job, we're going to be very transparent as far as answering your questions, everything like that. What's realistic in this business? A lot of people are looking for really fast cash. Might not be the right business, but yeah, excited to get to your guys' questions today.
Yeah, but land's broad in general. I mean, the term land investing, we called ourselves land investing online because we were like, should we be land flipping? Should we do this? When we first started the business, I remember these conversations. And the reason we went land investing is because it's what it is. There's so many different ways to do this business. There's not one way. This is land investing. Like you can sell owner financing notes. You can buy and flip. You can subdivide. You can do entitlements. You can do anything, right? So we kept it broad because over time, the industry changes. We used to buy at 20, 30% of market value over and over and over again. Not saying no one does that anymore, but the average is more like 50, 55 now, which is fine. But back then we used to not double close. Our cash would always go out. So there was no double closing back then, as much going on at least. So it just changes, it evolves. We do more subdivides now. We do more improvement plays to get that higher return on the back end. Someone asked about, we'll get into that. Someone asked about the best counties to subdivide, and to do minor subdivides. My personal opinion is really any county with enough demand for that acreage. So if you're going to split it up into 5 acres, look at the 5-acre demand. If you're going to split up into 10 acres, look at the 10-acre demand. You want a variety. You want to make sure they're going to sell off fairly quick. That's the main thing. But to answer your question, you can minor subdivide in so many counties hot. You can go in hot counties because you can pay market value for the land or close to it and still make 2, 3, 4x your money back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people are trickling in here, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had to get another link for you guys, but glad we could figure it out. And I guess we have a good group of people in here. Like we have been saying, today we're doing a Q&A. A lot of good questions already coming in. Also, put in the chat, guys, what is your experience level in land? Have you been watching us for a year, haven't done much? Have you been watching us for a year, you started doing things? What is your experience level? Let us know in the chat. Love hearing as many stories, comments as possible.
Yep, absolutely. Let's go start going through questions, guys. It's an open Q&A. So if you guys have any questions on the land investing space at all or anything around that realm, put it in the chat. We'll get to everyone. A lot of good questions already in there. Welcome in.
I'm copying
Troy,
some questions from the other YouTube also.
Cynthia, Mike Snow, welcome in, guys. Excited to be here.
I'm going to go to some of these first. This is from Brilliant. This is from the other YouTube before we got that over here. Hey guys, skip trace price went up. We'll ever see prices come down? I mean, on the land portal, we have not raised. We've only lowered skip trace prices since we've started in that business. So if you're not skip trace on land portal, I mean, you can get it as low as 3-4 cents, I think, Dan. So it's probably a better option there.
Yeah, the enterprise plans get it as low as 1.5 cents. The standard plans are like around 4 cents if you buy some tokens. Absolutely. So
when is it, Devin?
1 year anniversary for what?
Land portal, probably. When's our first dime we connected?
Or no, 1 year for Devin. 1 year for Devin.
Oh,
not the land portal.
I got you.
You should know that.
What's the new price and skip trace? Yeah, like we said, Kathy, just reading over that. Yeah, let us know, guys, your experience level. We're going to get to a lot of questions. We already talked about subdividing. Yeah, subdividing's so much opportunity in subdividing different counties. Some people are doing it in really hot markets. Some people are doing it in slower markets. Some people are doing it in very low restriction areas. I think if you're trying to do your first subdivide, you want low restriction, like Dan said, areas that have enough demand to sell your parcels. Where do we find land to buy? Do we have to flip looking for land to build on? You can do whatever you want. We're not telling you what you can't do with it. It matters what your goals are. Some people want to find land to build a house on. That's amazing.
Some people want to find land to have recreational land. Some people want to acquire it just to flip it. Some people acquire it long-term, lease it out. There's all kinds of things you can do. The most common people in this group, though, are buying and flipping it or buying and subdividing it, things like that.
Yeah.
You don't have to flip it though if you want to keep it
We
yourself.
use the land portal to find off-market land. So if you have a certain area you want it on, get a land portal subscription. There's a free trial in the description below. Get a land portal subscription, and you can draw a polygon and be like, I want 1 to 2 acres in this area. Start contacting those owners. But getting it off-market is going to get you the best deal. Clyde asks, how does land portal get data on easements, parcels that is road frontage, but title couldn't verify anything? I love the land portal, by the way. Send that. I would love to look at that, Clyde, if you can send it over. Don't always, a key to this that I'm getting out of this comment, honestly, Clyde, don't always take title companies for their word. Like, just because they can't find something does not mean there's probably 15, 20 times since we've been starting doing this business where we've had title companies tell us one thing and it's like, no, you're wrong. And you dig deeper yourself.
Yeah, always look deeper into it. Take title.
I'd love to look at that parcel, Dan.
Yeah, send the example over. We can take a look at it.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Garden said, love the land portal. However, can't use it on my phone without glitching and hard to use. Will you guys release an app? Yes, the app is in what works. It should be released here soon.
Actually?
I mean, I don't know how soon, like within the next within this year.
That's not soon for a lot of people.
Well, I work on it every day.
I've been telling people 6 months when I talk to them. Like it's just.
I mean, we have all the filters. We have the map up. We got all the filters. You can search. Like it's coming along well. Nice. And you're gonna have. It's gonna be. So you're not going to be able to. Give me your guys' input on this. So at first, what we're noticing is people want to export their data from.
Might be better for members call too, Dan.
Yeah, I'll wait till the members call to do that. Good call.
Do you need the purchase and sales agreement notarized before submitting it to the title company, and who facilitates the signing of a notary? No, you do not. You just need you don't need a notary. There's nothing like official happening at that point. If a seller backs out without like a notarized purchase agreement, maybe it's a little harder, or like even a DocuSign hello sign where it's tagged when they sign it. That's definitely helpful, but you do not need, like, you can just have them sign it on there, sign it, and send you a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Is there funding partners that fund on lots with trailers on the lot? I mean, there's funding partners for everything. Yeah, it just depends on the deal. Like if you're buying at 50% of market value, you're going to get funding 100% of the time.
Yeah, I just funded a deal where it's it actually hasn't gone through yet, but it's 5 acres, has a mobile home on it. Mobile home's pretty beat up, but not beat up enough. It's livable. So we're cleaning it up a little bit. We're doing like it's two different because there's title on the mobile. So it's 2 different contracts and 2 different owners. So we're buying it from both of them. And then the margins work out. We got the land at a great price and the mobile home at a great price. So, as long as it's a trailer, mobile home, once you get in the house realm, it changes and there's not going to be a lot of funders on that in this side of the business.
Yep. Really good question there. As we're going along in these questions, guys, again, keep putting the questions in there. We really appreciate it. Love to hear your guys' experience level. If you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We put out a ton of content. We have a lot of exciting content coming out the next month, 2 months. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you're notified when those come out. Mike Snow, how often do you double close? When you do so and put it on the MLS, how do you deal with realtor? Does listing say we are direct to seller and don't hold title? It's different. I mean, we use broker list as a very common, like we will rarely get realtors for double closes. Honestly, a lot of times I'll just post on the MLS myself. Broker list is one where you can do that. So we don't typically do that in terms of getting a realtor. You
get them in a good, put earnest down, put $500 down. If it's a good deal, lock it up with an attorney in fact, get all your good documents going, novations, whatever you need, and then list it on the market just like you normally will. It's about 50% of our communities, probably 30 to 40%, 50's high, 30, 40% of our communities deals are double closes now.
Yep. Do we guys have a program? Yeah. Landinvestingonline.com. There should be a consultation link in the description. Actually, I just made this one, hopefully, I don't know if those came over, but landinvestingonline.com/consultation. You can schedule a call if you have questions, Devin. All right. How about me being a Native American? So if I bought a property and went to the state or government and got that property titled a Native American landmark, would that be great value? Add great value to it. It looks like something cut off. I'm not sure if I saw anything else there, but I'm not familiar with that. Dan, you've talked about that stuff in the past.
I went to the state or government, bought a property titled a Native American landmark. I have not heard much about that, to be honest, not our realm, but look into it a little bit, see what you find out.
Devin said, congrats, Devin. Devin's been our program for, tell us about your kind of successes, Devin. We'd love to hear that. That's amazing being in this business for a year. Just moved to the 1 year. I wonder if it's June 15th, 1 year in Land Portal for him. But sounds like he just moved to Unlimited Pro. Yeah, let us know your successes, Devin. Someone who's been in here for a year. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And I talked to Devin, what was that, a month or two ago on the phone about getting him upgraded on the Land Portal and everything, and sounded like he was getting rolling, and excited to hear your success.
Someone put the Land Portal link in there. I think Dan did. Yeah, Nick said now once the app, you can use the Land Portal on the bed, not going to get any sleep. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for that. Like just being able to geolocate, like being able to visit land in, right? That will be part of it, correct?
Yeah, it's going to show your little blue dot on the land walking around. It's going to be for analyzing land at first. You can pull slope reports, you can pull comp reports, you can do all that good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think the exporting, I'll be interested what the members say. What's your thoughts on like the exporting? What I thought would be really cool is just like being able to skip trace neighbors. Like when you're at a piece of land, being able to skip trace neighbors, call them up, like maybe whatever for whatever reason. I think that's gonna be
the problem is Apple gets really stingy on what you can sell on the app and not, and they don't let you sell anything outside of the subscription.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think ways to get around, but what else we got here?
Explain what you mean by buying them off market. Like what's D2D? Direct to.
What's D2D mean, guys?
I mean, whatever. It's so buying off market is you have houses. Let's just you have land. You have land. You go on Zillow.com and you see 20 pieces of land in your area, whatever it is. Versus you go off market and you find all the landowners in your area with certain criteria. I want this type of land, this acreage, and then you contact all of them. So they're not currently quote unquote interested or whatever. They're not currently listed on the market. So when we're saying buying off the market, we're saying contacting landowners that do not currently have their property listed, essentially.
Andre said, just spent $5,000 on a different course and got nothing but videos and no help. What separates you guys' course from the rest? I mean, you spend $5,000-$6,000 with us, you'll get a one-on-one land flipper to meet with and have a private chat with and everything like that. It's just much more one-on-one, I'd say.
At that price, yeah.
At that price, yeah.
Schedule a call. What percent of flipped land is out of your locality? Are you talking about us? Like we are 95% outside of our area. Is that what he's asking?
Yeah, probably more than 95 maybe. Yeah,
I mean, it matters. So you talk about 100-mile radius. Like, yeah, we're probably 95%. You talk 20-mile radius, we're 100% outside of that.
Yeah.
Is it hard to sell a lot that is landlocked? And for everybody who is in here for the first time, again, appreciate that. Landlocked is a property that does not have access to a road, like it's not on a road. And yes, David, those are very, very difficult to sell typically. There's different strategies you can sell them with, but yeah, they're difficult.
Houston said, I just joined your guys' group and watched all the modules. Any counties you guys think I should start to get started? Start with regions and states like Southwest Ohio, Southeast Ohio, Western Tennessee, Northern Mississippi. Those are some good ones. Anywhere in Georgia that's not in the mountains. I wouldn't start in the mountains up north. Anywhere in Georgia is great. South Carolina is phenomenal. That's what I would start in one. Like look at those states and see what you come up with.
Yeah, there's a lot of areas.
Watch our video too, Houston. Is it Houston? Huston, yeah, Houston.
Huston.
On Huston. Watch our videos on, we had 2 on the best states to flip land in on YouTube and the worst states.
That's a good one to watch.
That's good. Both of those are good ones to watch to where to get started.
Yeah. Looks like you're a month in today, Huston. So yeah, appreciate that. And yeah, pick some areas, run some of the market selection on those areas. Watch that video. Like Dan said, that's really good.
We got a members call at 6 right after this, Huston. So make sure to join that. We can give some more insights and go over deals so you can see them live as well.
Deal first or buyers first? We're always deal. There are times where we have buyers, but that's not intentional. Houston.
It is Houston. Okay.
Houston. Troy, you said you think you schedule a call with Ron? Probably not.
What was I going to say? What was that last question we just talked about? Buyers.
Yeah.
Oh, the reason why deal first is because we list on the market and go to everyone essentially. Like we're putting on the MLS. We're not selling only off market to investors or builders and things like that. We put on the MLS and go to the mass market essentially is the strategy. And we get 100% of market value that way. And it's easy to sell and fast, typically.
Good questions.
What else we got here? Andre there.
Call us Discord. Andre said, yeah, Andre, if you have any questions, feel free to schedule a call. Yeah, landinvestingonline.com/consultation. That's where you guys can schedule a call. Troy, I didn't see that. So typically we have a couple people that take those calls, very, very knowledgeable with this stuff, can point you in the right direction. How do you find days on market of land specifically? Does Land Stats have that?
Yes, all land stats are just days on or just land.
Land-stats, I think, is
.com, yeah.
a good site for that. Like Redfin's, that's what's tough with Redfin's like market research center is it's tough to get just
you can't go by type.
The rest of the market tells you about
the story.
The land market though, typically.
Yeah, so what Ron's saying, it's going to correlate because the whole market typically correlates with the land market, right? So if houses are selling fast and there's an extreme demand for houses and people are moving into that area and everyone wants a house there and the days on market's 10, you're going to see that same correlation with land typically. Very, very similar. Sometimes housing trends are much better to look at because you have much more data. Land in the last 6 months, you might only have 20 data points, and then it might be 7 divided by, 10 properties sold, 10 properties for sale. And it's just not a lot of data. But when you look at housing, you have much, much more data. So it's good to look at both of them. Days on market for houses correlates well, though. It shows the demand.
Do you guys ever go after tax deed auction properties? We don't.
It's great business to be in, though.
Yeah, you can make good money. Who was it who I had on the podcast? I can't remember his name. I don't know what it was called. I can find it real fast. But he probably would be a good one to listen to. It's definitely a good business. It's a little lower margin, probably a little more strenuous, I think, as far as like you got to do a lot of research. But things like the AI comping tool, Dan, could be really helpful for something like that.
Absolutely.
Someone asked here, Dan, when that's going to be on the export. Oh, there it is. Devin did. When will the AI price be on the export?
No specific date. We're trying to ramp that up as soon as possible. We keep updating the algorithm, and the algorithm continues to update. And we made some major adjustments based on feedback and stuff. So it's getting to a point where it's fairly stabilized and we can start generating it. The problem is when we generate it, it's going to go based off the algorithm at the time of generation. So if we do a lot of updates, that's not going to get updated live time. It's going to be, we're going to update it a couple of times, like once a week or something like that. It's a big, big database of 157 million parcels that we have to run through the algorithm. That's too much information, but hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm hoping.
There's maybe we can talk about that after. I was curious about something else. So you're saying that. We already said this one, Courtney. Yeah, Courtney, let us know. I mean, let me see. Where is it? It was released on March 31st. The genius method he uses to find unbelievable land deals for cheap. So that was with, I can't, his name's blanking in my head. But yeah, that was a good one. And he does both. He does tax deed, and then he also sends mail or text. Again, I don't remember exactly, to get deals that way as well. Do you have a land LLC in the states you want to do this in? No, we just have one LLC, based out of our home state.
We file partnerships in every state.
Yeah, that requires it.
Yeah, every state that requires a partnership return, we have to file. It's tedious, it sucks, it's no fun, but it is what it is.
We had our accountant on a couple of weeks ago on the podcast, and he talks a lot about that. The one thing when you guys are doing this business, tax-wise, is do not overlap flipping LLCs with long-term hold LLCs. It really, really can hurt you tax-wise.
Yeah, get Adrian's question up. This is a good one after this one.
Where is it? Oh, that's just Devin being our spokesperson. Appreciate it, Devin. Adrian, where's Adrian?
Reach out to Devin if you guys have questions on the coaching program. He's been in it for a long time. He's been in the community, and he's getting rolling.
There's Adrian. All right. Yeah, sorry if we missed any questions. We will go a few minutes over 6 o'clock. We do have a members call we need to hop on. Stuck between 3 business models, and this is one of them. What is land flipping? Explained really quickly. Is it like wholesaling? Land flipping is buying land under market value and reselling it on the market. I mean, if you want an elevator pitch or like what we do, that is what it is. Why I like land flipping over, you talk about house wholesaling, is because essentially I can buy land for a lower percentage of market value, which gives me more margin. I can buy land at 50 to 55% of market value very, very consistently, while wholesaling, or if you're buying a house and flipping it, whatever it is, you're buying at 70, 80% and just smaller margins. That's why we like land so much. It's just the opportunity is so much greater.
Most people in our community came from wholesaling houses, and they
I wouldn't say most, but a lot.
A high percentage came from that, and it's like landing on the moon for them because of the margins and because it's not as competitive. There are obviously a lot of land investors out there now, but it's not nearly as competitive as wholesaling. There's much, much better margins. You can do things like subdivides and get 400% margins, very, very realistic. So there's a lot of different things to go into. It's just a really solid, sustainable business model. And you pivot all the time in this business to change, your like the more we get into this business, the more improvement plays we're doing in subdivides. And we still do things like wholesaling, but we do it in a way we call double closing. Not sure if you're familiar with that, but the main thing is just getting property under market value under contract and reselling it.
Yep. Andrew Short, how you doing? Happy to have you here. I'm going to kind of cruise through some of these questions. Would you choose small towns to buy in? We like to be 2 to 3 counties removed from main metro areas, not necessarily in the town, like in town limits, in small city limits. You can have some more restrictions, which I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, we like to be rural America for sure. Do you guys recommend that we scrub DNC list from the skip trace contacts, or should we still contact them? Is that marked in there, Dan, when you export on Land Portal? Is that correct?
Those you want to scrub. Those DNCs you do want to scrub in the Land Portal.
Got it.
When you do it in the Land Portal, I don't know where you're pulling from. If you're pulling from another source, a lot of times you don't want to scrub them because they'll just give you state, federal, every DNC out there. What you want to scrub is the DNC litigators and the DNC complainers. Those are the people who have either filed a lawsuit or threatened to file a lawsuit that's recorded. So you want to scrub out those people first. You scrub out everyone, you're going to lose 60%. 60% of phone numbers now, I think 55, 60% are registered on a federal or state DNC. And you are not required to scrub those out necessarily, but always do your own research and everything.
Yep. Still sending blind or doing range. We still do blind. A lot of texting, a lot of stuff, combining things. Would you recommend getting licensed with states cracking down on wholesale laws? I would not recommend that, but you definitely can. There is an advantage. I mean, I guess there is some advantage to that. Should I skip trace data from the Land Portal when I pull in landowners? If you are texting or cold calling or plan on texting or cold calling that list in the future, yes, definitely do that.
Yes.
Do you recommend we contact owners who are on the do not mail list? Contact via, you can, if they're not on the DNC list, you can definitely contact them, cold call them, text them, correct?
Do you recommend contacting owners who are on the, yeah. That one's unclear also, but it's state by state. So just do your own research on that.
Quick question. What is the average flipping fee one can expect? A lot of people in our program is $25,000 is a very normal flip, where it's buy for $20,000, sell for $40,000. We have funders, we have investors that fund those type of deals all the time. So that's very, very normal. We do not, we don't like to wholesale or assign. We like to either one buy and flip where you can get investors, or 2 double close where you actually make the difference, not where it's a $5,000 assignment fee. Not saying you can't do that, but those are 2 options where you're going to make more money.
Yeah, exactly. Double closing works really, really well in this business model, because you can go up 60, 70, 75% market value, and you'll get those properties all day long. If you have questions about this, Adrian, I know you have a lot of questions here. Ron put that link in, the consultation link. We can walk you through the business model also on a call.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's people who are, and I don't know what Devin's, there's a lot of people in here that are doing 6-figure deals. Like I'm not saying you can't do that in wholesaling or that kind of, but like there are people every single week doing 6-figure deals in our community. It's very, very realistic. What kind of spread? Wholesale, because wholesaling is deemed is assigning. Wholesaling is not actually doing the transaction. Wholesaling is a fee, I believe, Dan. Is that how you kind of?
Yeah, it is a fee. You have an investor list and you send it over to them. We're going to go after them. We're not selling to investors. Housing wholesaling, a lot of times it's distressed properties too. And you sell to investors, they fix it up and they resell it a lot of times. What we're doing is we're just buying it under market value or double closing it. We get it under contract. We put it on the MLS. So it's on Zillow, it's on Redfin. someone who wants land. I'm looking for land in an area. I see it. I have a realtor. I go visit the land and I buy it from you to get 100% of market value. So we just get it under contract, list it. If you're double closing it, it's the same exact process, except you get it under contract to double close for 90 days. And then you list it, and then you close on the same, you acquire and close and sell on the same exact day.
Yep.
It's just better margins than wholesaling with an investor list.
Last question, then we got to hop, guys. What kind of spread do you aim for? We kind of just answered this. I've done info for 2 years, just getting a rural rec using landportal.com. Yeah. Getting over to this side, like this is where your profit, your income is going to go up a ton in this business. And we have, like Dan said, a lot of people come from wholesaling. A ton of people come from info lots as well, where you understand land, Aquila. You understand how to do a lot of things in land. It's just going up on acreages and making some minor adjustments. But yeah, other than that, guys, appreciate all the questions. If you guys have not already, like this video, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate this. Why we come back every week to provide you guys as much value as possible.